What's up, people? Of course here, coming at you with another Roko video. Today, I'm going to be looking at Dahlia's passive buddy system. I'm going to be looking at each rogue in the game and trying to decide who would be best to pair with her based on their passives. Because as you know, buddy system allows her to take the passive of whoever she's with. So I'm going to start from the worst rogues I think to pair with her based off their passive to the best. I want to hear what you guys think down in the comments, so make sure to put your thoughts on who are the best people to pair with Dahlia. Now, we're going to start off with number 13. Which is going to be my boy Dima. Now, I think Dima is obviously one of the best rogues in the game right now, but his passive is kind of cheeks, and linking up with him isn't really going to give her a great benefit, right? Burned is just very meh. Like, how often do you use it, and do you really think you need two people to have it on a team, right? Because if you got two people down, I mean, you're pretty much good. Like, you're rushing at that point. So Dima's definitely going to be number 13 on that list. Now, next up is going to be Glitch. Intuition is cool and all, especially when you pair it with the fact that he can hack, but considering that Dahlia cannot hack, being able to see barbed wire or Anvil's wall or even Ronin's knife through the wall isn't really going to help that much, especially since items like that, like Ronin's knife, you can hear it anyway. So being able to see it's not really going to help you or your team a whole lot, especially if you're paying attention, right? So that one's going to be number 12. Number 11, I have Fireproof. So this is Scorch's passive. Now, Fireproof has a little more usefulness, right? Because some people do actually rock the incendiary grenades. So that will give you some protection against that. But for the most part, you don't really run into incendiary, and they do damage so slowly that not many people are actually getting caught in it to the point where it's really going to kill them, right? Now, the next ability I have is Chalk's Grit. Now, this one right here isn't bad. It just isn't super useful, especially for Dahlia, since she can't get back up, right? But it allows you to roll when you get down, and you get a little bit of extra health, but not really going to be super helpful for you. Maybe you can surprise some people. Maybe it'll keep you alive long enough to possibly get your teammate up. Like if you both go down, if your ability still works, then maybe it'll have a little more usefulness. But for now, with what we know, I'm going to put this one down at number 10. Now, sitting at number 9 is going to be Leeching Poison. And this one right here is interesting because we don't know how it's actually going to work with Vi all the way yet, right? I'm assuming that you are going to activate this ability by Vi using her poison, right? So as it's ticking down on them, you would also get that effect as well. But as of now, we don't know, and that's why this one is number 9. Maybe that'll change as we find out more and we see how she actually interacts with Vi. I don't think a lot of people are going to be linking up with Vi, though, if I'm being honest. Next up, I have Immunity. This is going to be Anvil's ability. This one right here isn't bad because it basically makes you immune to barbed wire, flash grenades, EMPs. So, you know, and that's right there is going to be powerful, right? Because that's going to stop people from being able to stop your heal. So all in all, that's not a bad ability. I put it at 8 because there are just some that I think are overall better. So, but Anvil is definitely not going to be the worst choice that you can do. Number 7, I have Mag Glove. This is Talon. Now, Mag Glove, I didn't have respect for when the game first came out. Now, though, I have a lot of respect for Talon and his ability, right? Being able to grab C4, pick up guns, grenades from across the map, throw your dart, pull it back, you know, like that is very powerful stuff. And I think that she's going to be able to find ways to use it as well. So while it may not be the best for her, it's definitely not the worst thing to have. Now, next up is going to be Underground. This is going to be Ronin. This right here basically allows her to be hidden on the map. Now, this right here is good because giving your opponents less information is always going to be a boon for your team. Anytime that they have to guess or wonder where you are or expend more resources to find where you are, you're winning in some which way or form. So I like this one. I put that one at 6 though, because I still don't think it's the top passive. Now, the next item that I have up here is going to be Medical Expertise. Now, this is Saint's ability. This right here can be very powerful, especially if you have another Saint on your team or if Saint is a person that you are linked up to, because this is going to allow you to res people and then get a large chunk of health back. So she can kind of play like Saint in the sense that she'll be able to play more aggressively, knowing that she can go up there, deal some damage, and get that health back, right? It really catches a lot of people off guard because they don't expect that chunk of health to come wash back to you. So very good. I think people are going to take advantage of having 2 healers on their team. Now, next up is going to be Gadget Up. I struggled with this one a little bit. I decided putting it higher, maybe one lower, but I think 4 is going to be good. So this is Trench. This is going to basically allow her to get an extra gadget, and having an extra frag grenade, I think it's going to be very powerful, right? Especially if you fully upgrade it, dealing 150 damage to people. Just having that extra explosive is a big deal. You can get extra downs, you can secure kills, you can just zone people out. So I mean, I think that's going to be a big deal. One extra grenade is crazy. The next passive that I want to put on here is going to be Recharge by Dallas, and I slept on this one. I didn't pay any attention to Dallas when Dahlia first came out, honestly. But giving her Recharge allows for Dallas and Dahlia to play very aggressively, right? Because you know that if Dallas goes down, you can get them back up, and then when you get your down as Dahlia, you get your ability back. Therefore, you can keep getting him up if you need to. It makes for a very powerful little loop, right? And I think those two are going to be devastating together, especially if people start to appreciate the devotion a little bit more and realize how hard it can hit. But if not, the Harem, his AR, is also nasty. You know what I'm saying? So I think they're going to be a nasty combination. Next up on my list, I have Grievous Wounds sitting at number 2. So Phantom Dahlia combination. Now, I think this is actually going to be very nasty. Now, Grievous Wounds basically makes it to where you cannot regen your health as quickly, right? So if you have bounce back, you can kind of counteract that a little bit, but that is such a painful debuff to have, right? And since Dahlia has such a powerful DMR, I believe that that is really going to cripple a couple of people. Because that DMR can definitely two-shot with the headshots, but the body damage is like 36. And if you get a heady, I think it's like 54 if my math is correct. I mean, that right there puts you at a huge disadvantage, right? People are going to rush on that for sure. So I think that's going to be a very good combination. I think a lot of people are going to be running that for sure. Now, the last one, and this one might be debatable, I put Lancer at the very top. Now, Lancer with Elusive is nasty, right? Being able to roll and get your ammunition back is going to be a big deal, especially if, you know, you're running the SMG on Dahlia. And if you can get Lancer to play a little more technical or tactical, because, you know, a lot of Lancers just like to, you know, run around and, you know, try to get as many kills as you want. But a really good Lancer can be devastating to a team, right? And then if you have her with somebody that can get her up, give her that covering fire as well, they could be a devastating team together. They can put down a lot of lead really quickly. So I'm curious to see what that looks like. Let me know what you put for like your list. What do you think are the top 3 best abilities or passives that Dahlia should be mixed up with? I'm curious to know. People, I also want to take a second to shout out a couple of channels, people who are in the community, people who have been supporting me on my journey here. I want to shout out Chain Gear Gaming. Go check this guy out. He's posting Roko content. He also streams on Twitch. Seems to be a genuinely nice guy. I've spoken to him a couple of times, interacted with him on YouTube. Cool dude. Check him out. And second, I want to go ahead and shout out Shabuski. Hopefully I'm saying your name correctly. He's been supporting me here on the channel for a while. Make sure to go check out his channel as well. Let's spread the love in the community. Get the Roko name out there. You know the old saying, rising tides lifts all boats, right? So let's go ahead and spread that love. People, I'm going to put a link in the description here where you can send me video clips so that you can be featured in the live stream that I'm going to have running. I want to showcase Roko clips like every day. I want to have people just showing their skills, showing their talent, because I think that'll help get this community growing and just thriving. So make sure to click that link. It's pretty easy. You just tell me the format of the video, the resolution, make sure to put your name so I know, you know, who it is, and give me permission to use it. I'm not going to do anything crazy to it. I might take away the sound. I might, you know, make an edit here or there, but it'll definitely be your work and I will give you credit for it. So make sure to do that. Form, it will be in the description. If you haven't done so already, make sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe for more Roko content, and as always, people, I want to say thank you for supporting the channel, thank you for supporting me, and thank you for the people who have been using my supported creator code. You know, it's crazy seeing how many people have already used it. Link in the description. If anybody wants to go do that, I appreciate it, because I know you don't have to, so thank you for that. That's it for me, people. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. You have a great day. I will see you tomorrow with more Roko news. This is Orsa Course. Peace, 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 peace.